uttered the word Mamakaha, my people. What did my people and what did the Kauravas, the Pandavas do? So he had differentiated between his people and his brother's people called Pandavas. This is the beginning of fall of human being. This was the beginning of Mahabharata war. If Dhritarashtra had understood that Duryodhana is not the proper person to be the king, the Mahabharata war would never have been started. But his attachment, his moha, that he wanted his son to be the king, he let this destruction happen. Unfortunately, the Bhagavad Gita dialogue starts with this unpleasant note. But for your information, it ends with a beautiful verse, like a prayerful verse, when after the war, the Sanjaya tells Dhritarashtra. That's a concluding verse, chapter 18, number 78 or 72. Yatra yogeshwarah Krishno, yatra partho dhanurdharaha, tatra sri vijayo bhutir, dhruva netir matir mama. Wherever Krishna Bhagwan will be, where Arjuna will be with carrying his bows and arrows, there will be permanent wealth, Shri, Jaya, victory, Bhutihi, prosperity, and Nitihi, justice. That's the last verse which Sanjaya told Dhritarashtra, and a very popular and a very prayerful. The first verse is a little bit sad, but we have to go through that. Coming to the text, the first chapter is, there's no lesson for anybody to learn from the first chapter. The 20 verses are the description of army and preparation of war. It was a dharma yuddha. They called it a dharma yuddha. In dharma kshetra, Kurukshetra, that's what he said, dharma kshetra, Kurukshetra. The Kurukshetra was really a dharma kshetra. Lot of spiritual people lived there. Lot of religious things used to happen. Lot of tapasya used to go on. It was really a dharma kshetra. So this yuddha was called dharma yuddha. And because it was a dharma yuddha, some rules and regulations had to be followed. Which soldier will stand where, who will follow who, and all that. This is all the description in the first few verses. Also, in the first few verses, there's names are mentioned of Bhishma, Drona, etc., and some other important people. We don't have time to go through all those verses. Going to 21 to 25, the mention of chariot being placed in the middle of the army, as Krishna had requested, as Arjuna had requested Krishna to bring the chariot in the middle. And Krishna was just a chauffeur, a driver. He had to do whatever Arjuna wanted him to do. And that's why भगवान का एक नाम है पार्थ सारथी. पार्थ अर्जुन का नाम है और सारथी is the one who drives, that's the name of a driver. So यहीं से भगवान को नाम मिला पार्थ सारथी. Once the chariot is in the middle, Arjuna glanced over the Kauravas' army. He came prepared for the fight, for the war, with a very positive attitude that he will win the war. And after looking at all those people, his relatives, his teacher Drona, his grandfather Bhishma. Suddenly, his mood changed and his attachment came up front. Attachment is called raga, and that converted into a grief called shoka. This goes on till number almost 34, 35. All those descriptions are there, how he felt, what happened in the army and all that. And then when we move to 35 to 47 verses, Arjuna becomes deluded with moha. हमेशा राग और शोक के बाद मोह होता है. All this is described by Sanjay to Dhritarashtra. In the verse number 28 and 29 of the first chapter is showing here, 28 and 29, I think 29 will be here somewhere. Arjuna Vacha Drishtve Swajanam Krishna Yuyutsam Samupasthitam Sidanti Mama Gatrani Mukham Cha Parishusyati Vepatushcha Sharire Me Romaharshascha Jayate Gandivam Sansate Hastat Tvachaiva Paridahyate Nacha Shaknomyavasthatum Bhavati Vacha Me Manaha. Looking at the people, Arjuna felt all those feelings, and then he is literally telling Bhagwan, I am nervous, my hands are trembling, my mind is confused, my bow is slipping away from my hand, and I don't know what to do. And he continues on the verse number 32. Number 32, Vandanji.
I think this is what I have.
Okay. Whoever has the book, they can look at it. Nakankshe vijayam Krishna, nacharajyam sukhani cha, kim no rajyena govinda, kim bhogair jivitena va. I want neither victory nor kingdom. There is no use of comfort and pleasure and power after this wretched war. Arjuna was not just a warrior. He was known for his brilliance, his art of archery. He had studied Shastra. He was a thinking person that changed him to a philosopher. Actually, it was not a philosophy. It was the delusion that overpowered him. His delusion came from attachment and grief. All these descriptions, delusion, and everything is given up to verse number 47. He comes up with all kinds of meaningless logic not to fight. Thus, this chapter, because the grief is more important description of this chapter, the chapter is called Arjuna Vishad Yoga. That's the summary of chapter number 1. We go to chapter number 2. Chapter number 2. हेलो
Yes, Amani.
ठीक है नहीं सुनाई नहीं पड़ रहा है
We can hear you.
ओके नहीं किसी ने बोला इंटरनेट कनेक्शन इज इट केम ऑन माय ओके Chapter number 2 is one of the most important chapters of Bhagavad Gita. इसमें 72 verses हैं और this is the foundation of the whole dialogue. Chapter 2 में थोड़ा सांख्य योगा, थोड़ा कर्म योगा सब बताया है. And further chapters, especially up to 3 to 6, is the elaboration of chapter 2. इसलिए chapter 2, some verses I have tried to summarize, is a big chapter. I did the best I could do. And plus this chapter is very important for the reason that in verse number 7, Arjuna surrenders himself as a Shishya to Bhagavan. And that Shishya, in those days, this was the Guru Parampara. Unless the Shishya surrenders himself, the teacher will not teach. It's not because the teacher is arrogant or something. They wanted to make sure that you are fully committed to learn. That's why the Shishyas have to do the Sharanagati or surrender. And this surrendering of Arjuna is very important and is an important landmark in the history of the world. A warrior surrendering to a Bhagwan. And he is admitting, my intellect is completely deluded because of misery. Please tell me what to do for me. I am your Shishya. Every single verse in this chapter is extremely useful for everyone in their personal life, because we have to deal with the many varieties of situations in our life, especially between the age of 30 and 60. Every little thing disturbs us. The children are not studying, or they are sick, or my job is in trouble, or my parents are sick, or something or other. Even the littlest thing, when we are driving on the road, the next person who is in front of me is not driving, and I can get to my destination as and when I want. Every little thing disturbs us. And so that's why I said in the beginning that Bhagavad Gita verses have to be studied with an intellectual honesty, assimilated, and should be applicable to your personal life. In the whole chapter 1 until the first verse, Bhagwan has not spoken. The first time we hear Bhagwan speaking in the second chapter, the second verse. Kutatsva kashmalamidam vishame samupasthitam anarya jushtam asvargyam akirtim karamarjuna. O Arjuna, where did these sorrowful thoughts came to your mind? This makes you very unmanly. This will not take you to heaven.